Yeah, absolutely. As you see on the screens behind us, actually, this game is about to get underway. If you want to jump over to the gameplay, well, we're going to start off once again with Batman 93. The challengers this time, Quinn, name of their team is 1UP. We'll see if they can 1UP LMAO here. It's going to be difficult, though, as you said, with each game. I really feel like LMAO is establishing even better control and teamwork because, of course, this game type is new and fresh to everyone. LMAO getting uncontested rockets. Let me tell you, Quinn, that's not a good sign. Not a good sign if the red team did not send anyone for rockets. Blue team off to a really good start once again. Rarely, I tell you what, we played this game quite a bit in testing phases. Rarely is a player who doesn't use the jetpack able to get away unscathed, and I think Batman's might be able to sneak this in. 2 players on his radar, though. He might just brute force this thing in. Oh, he gets taken out, though. Does not get the run and does not get the throw as the red team's going to try to escort this out of their base.
Yeah, I tell you what, Homeboy just walks up with his AR. I don't even think he fired a single shot. Grabs the rockets, just leisurely goes over to center hallway, picks up the ball, and they get on the front doorstep. I am shocked that the red team did not stop them from scoring there.
Yeah, right there. Really nice job from the red team. It probably would have been a good idea right there as the blue team finally runs this ball and they go up 50-0. Really nice to see there. But something I would have liked to see Batman 93 do is, right, he has the ball, toss that ball down, maybe throw it into the cut area, take out the rockets, get a double kill, then walk it in, right? There's really a lot of opportunity for that kind of drop and slay mentality in Ricochet.
Yeah, I mean, so if you get the rockets and you somehow get the ball, pass the ball backwards almost, get it to your teammates. You don't always need to just throw it forward. There's a lot of options in Ricochet that I'm really looking forward to seeing here. And what I want to see, what's 1UP doing? How do you think they're handling here? Let's switch to one of their viewpoints and see how they're handling this pressure that LMAO is giving them, and Batman 93 in his assault rifle.
That's right now. So the red team, as we said, down 50-0, but they're doing okay so far in the next 2 minutes of the match, keeping LMAO at bay. A nice storm rifle kill there from one of the players on 1UP, and they're going to need to try to get this ball out of their base. As you see there, they're turning around, and now still in the cut area. There's a clear. We saw that ball is going to bounce off the training and possibly into the hands of one of the 1UP players. They're going to want to keep advancing this. It looks like if they go through green or long haul, they might have a little bit of chance to run it, but they're kind of sandwiched. The player with the sword there steals the ball, but a nice kill from a 1UP player here, but he's surrounded. Might be able to hit the throw.
Wrong button,
dude. Hits the wrong button. Totally had a chance to toss that in, but unable to convert. You see, goes with the melee instead of that throw.
Yeah, I mean, you could have seen, like, if you looked and paid attention to his motion track on the lower left-hand screen, he had 3 blue players pushing up on him. So the prime example of where you could have just thrown it in there quickly and then let your team try to reset. And then right there, LMAO already just counterattacks. They get a 20-point throw-in. So this is quickly getting out of hand for 1UP.
Yeah, that ball is now respawning, so we're going to go ahead and see actually what Batman 93 and his squad is up to. They do grab the ball around the underbridge area. Ooh, Batman getting taken out there by a pulse grenade right there. And let's see, but they might be able to still run this in. Looks like, ooh, taken out, not able to convert, and the ball is down now as the red team's trying to get this thing out there, but the blue team pushing hard on the first BR area, picks up 1 kill, is going to try to turn 2 on this player. Does it, gets the comeback kill as well. That's going to be perhaps a triple kill. No, picks up the 3rd assist. Only 1 player alive, but that last player takes out Batman, but his team helps out.
Red team just spawned right over there at the sniper, too far away to get back there and prevent that touchdown run.
That's right. So now blue team goes up 120-0. That ball going to come in this green mid-hall area very shortly. Look at Batman 93 just taking advantage of that Promethean vision. Also picks up the ball, getting a little anxious there, kind of a little overzealous. Probably should have waited, established map control, and they could steamroll, but instead gets a little anxious, picks up the ball and dies. But he's got so much help here in green hall. Looks like he'll have no trouble advancing it across the map once again.
Yeah, you know, I love seeing Pittfall being Ricochet right here, being played on Pittfall. It's, I mean, the map is so well designed with the choke points in the center hall, long hall, underbridge, and the tunnel, and it's just so cool to see these battles focused in certain parts of the map. And it's even great for casting. I mean, we could sit here and we could talk and hypothesize of where the battles are going to be. I mean, I tell you, this is going to be like a great game type to be played on Pittfall for sure.
Yeah, right here as we have Batman 93 going to try to run this in. Once again, picks up that point. It goes up now 170-0 with another 50-point run. curious to see what's going on here with the red team as we go back on board with them. Looks like really great pressure here. They might be able to throw this last one in, but I think LMAO knows at this point against a team like this that they don't need to go for the throws. They can kind of relax a little bit and instead go for the runs. You see as they kind of pull this ball back. So really nice control. But as we said with positions, Quinn, that's something I'd love to talk about. What we see in Griff Ball is positions, players who, run the ball, players who tank and defend. So I think there's absolutely opportunity for players to play certain roles, right? When the ball's down in a certain area, teams are going to know exactly what they need to do when to get the ball into the goal. Like players who are pushing up, kind of being the first line of defense. Red team actually gets on the board there now 170-20, so not going to be another shutout for LMAO.
Yeah, no shutout here tonight, but it's the other thing that we've been watching here, Bravo. It's really interesting to see how much of the automatic weapons are at play, and that does, in fact, make a lot of sense when you think about it. Objective modes like King of the Hill and Oddball, you can actually find a lot more automatics because there's not as much stress put upon just killing the opposing players, because there's an objective that allows players to run around and kind of freelance a little bit.
Yeah, and I think another reason that happens is so commonly that, when you establish an objective rather than just a Team Slayer match, players are kind of collapsing in the same area over and over again rather than extending in these long-range battles. So, as you said, really lends itself well to the automatics. Plus, those new automatic weapon skins are pretty awesome, so that might have something to do with it as well.
Yeah, no, I would think that as we look at, blue team just had a goalie there. Like I said, I don't know if they're listening to us, but that was, I just watched it. Red team had like a 3-player convoy over on the long haul. They move over there, and they can't even score because there's a blue team guy there just waiting to intercept the pass. So crazy play here.
Yeah, let's see what Batman's actually up to. Speaking of, he's got the ball as he's now moving the ball over across the training. I think he's going to try to brute force this once again on his radar. All the players are behind him, so he's probably going to make sure he has some support here. And he's going to go straight across the platform. Definitely risky. I would have dropped into the pit, but he's got so much help. His team's going to probably run this one in there, and they get that 50-point run. They go up 220-20, so a commanding lead from them once again. Just over a minute and a half left in the match. Really doing a nice job of showcasing how to play Ricochet on Pittfall.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like we brought him here to show how to take everyone out. It's kind of crazy when you think about it. I mean, they're up 200 points. Red team has the ball, and I don't think red team is actually setting up like blue team, like LMAO. When they don't have control, I'm pretty sure their communication is like next level compared to all the other competitors here, because they're falling back. They're designating a goalie, and then they get their numbers, and then they push.
Yeah, really nice job here. Look, all 3 players in the needle are able to stay alive, but that throw does not go in. But containing those 2 players really well, as Batman's going to see that ball down, but so is his teammate. They're going to run this in, and they're going to go up 270-20.
GG.
Of course, going ahead with another win there, like you said. Just playing really well here. And what's really interesting about this team here, LMAO, Quinn, is that as they were one of our first teams on the station, that means they were one of the first in line, right? Waiting for over an hour to play. So really interesting that one of the best teams we're seeing here today was one of the first teams in line, eager to play. And you got to wonder, it might have been a better strategy to perhaps dethrone another win streak and maybe get to one of the later teams in line. But instead, they got on right away, and they're accepting all challengers.
Yeah, and to me, that's kind of going to be good for us to watch. It's going to give us a little bit of that drama, right? How long can these guys last? How long can Batman 93 excel with his assault rifle? And it's just crazy to me to really think that this team hasn't even lost yet. I mean, really?
Yeah, definitely a nice job from them. And guess what, Quinn? We just found out from our station referee that Pissick, which was our first challenger that we saw, is actually going to be challenging LMAO once again. And I believe Pissick had a pretty close match with them. So that'll be interesting to see if they can end this streak. And keep in mind that once these teams are dethroned, they can actually hop back in line. So it really creates like a King of the Hill style tournament, right? Just winner stays on, losers got to walk. That's what it's all about here at ComiCon.
Yeah, you want to be there, the last team standing at the very end. And that's bottom line, which, I mean, I don't know if you thought about this, but would it be almost beneficial for LMAO to just throw one and kind of chillax for a little bit, work on their strats, and come back through and try to time it so that they're there at the end? Or what do you think?
I mean, it's not important that they're at the end. It's just more important that they have the longest win streak. So I think it'd be advantageous to just extend that streak. Maybe if they get a little bit thirsty or hungry, they could do something like that. But I bet that they're doing quite well over there. The wins must be fulfilling all of their hunger. So a nice job. We actually have a little bit of downtime behind us. We could talk a little bit more about these custom game options that we have.